Hello, everyone. My guest today is Layak Singh. He is building a company called artivatic.ai. It's an Insurtech SaaS platform. All right, Layak, you ready to take us to the top?
Hi.
Thanks for joining. Tell us about the company. When did you launch?
Hi, Nathan. Thank you for inviting me here. So I launched Artivatic in mid of 2017. It has been
2017?
about 2.5 years kind of at the moment.
You launched in 2017?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And tell us how you came up with the idea and what the company does.
So basically, Artivatic was started as an decisioning platform because that is where most of the enterprises uh, face the challenges while making a decision with different kind of a either is a customer decision, is a profiling, or it is a kind of a career decisions, or it is a kind of risk decisions. So we created a platform which can solve these processes. However, the journey is quite interesting because before building Artivatic, I was having online dating and social network, and with that, I created basically a health and lifestyle application. So in that health and lifestyle application, we were working with partnering with businesses like ClearTrip, Zomato, Dineout, kind of. The focus was that the consumer that we have on our platform, how we can basically combine their intelligence with these businesses so that we can provide them the better experience for training, they want to go for a travel, they want to go for a coffee, they want to go for eating together. So that was the concept. It was there. While that didn't work out really well to me, and then I thought, okay, why not we just utilize the same learning to provide a decision intelligence to the enterprises. So that was the idea behind to create this system so that it can help them to making a decision making
So,
better.
sorry, just to be really clear, this is an Insurtech SaaS platform. You are helping insurance companies automate their workflows, their underwriting, and create micro products, prevent fraud, things like that.
That's true. So Artivatic is completely a full stack infrastructure platform for insurance. It takes care of the entire life cycle of the insurance in life insurance, health insurance, general insurance as well.
I see. Okay. And how do you bill for this? Is it a SaaS business?
Yes, it is available as a SaaS platform. We have 100 plus APIs in this platform. Insurance company can just plug and play any of our APIs for risk, for underwriting, for documents, data, decisioning, fraud, support, sales, anything around that.
Okay. And
And
what do
they
people,
can
what is
basically
what's the average customer pay per month for all these tools?
So it depends on the product wise basically. For example, underwriting is a core product. For underwriting is a core product, the customer pays about like a $10,000 to $20,000 per month at average. But if they're using any other APIs, then for that they again depending on the transaction of the APIs, and they again start paying like $2,000 to $3,000 transaction for the APIs. But the core systems start from $10,000 per month.
Okay. But when you look at, so you have your smallest customers are 2,000 a month. Your larger ones are $15,000 to $20,000 per month. But if you sort of look at your full customer base, and would an average be called $5,000 to $6,000 a month, something like that?
So normally, like this underwriting products, basically the $10,000 I mentioned to you is a very lowest cost. What happens basically we charge per policy. So say an example, the insurance company issuing 5,000 policies per month, or 10,000 policies per month, or 50,000 policies per month. So we charge them in a range of like $5 to $10 per policy. In that cases, what happens if an insurance company processing like a 10,000 policies per month, they're going to pay us $50,000 per month then. So it all
I
depends.
understand that, but like that's why I'm asking an average is because I don't, instead of asking how many policies every single customer puts through your platform, I'm trying to get a sweet
So
spot.
as of now, we have seen an average customer who's paying to us is around $20,000.
Okay, got it. And how many policies per month would that be? About 20,000?
So with $20,000, the policies should be around you can say 4,000.
Okay. So you're charging $5 per policy, not $1.05 to $1.10.
Yes.
So what's it? Sorry, I thought you just told me that you charge $1.05 per policy.
That's true.
Well, no, you just told me that a 5,000 person policy is going to be paying $20,000 a month. That's $4 per policy.
I mean, it's a range. It ranges between $3 to $5.
Okay, sorry. I thought you just told me that you charge per policy $1.05.
No. I said $5.
Okay, got it. So when you say $1.05 to $1.10, you mean
Exactly.
$5 to $10.
Absolutely right.
Oh, I see. My mistake. Okay, I understand. Okay, this is great. So we understand sort of the business now. You were launched in 2017. Like, it's always a magical moment when you land your first customer. Tell us that story. When did you get your first customer?
In insurance, it took a lot of time to get a first customer. I could correct my first customer. It took me 12 months.
So 2018.
2018, yes.
And how big was the contract?
I closed the first customer, and then, to be honest, I got my first check, to be precise, Feb 2019.
And what was the check size?
I think it was good enough for a $10,000 kind of to start with.
So that got you excited enough to say, I'm going to go build this full time.
Exactly true. And on the other side, but the benefit of that happened to this way that in the next 12 months, from Feb to next 12 months, I could close 5 clients.
Very cool. All at about $20,000 a month?
Yes.
That's great. So how many customers do you have today?
Currently, for last 12 months, we have 6 live customers already in last 14 months.
Okay. So can I take 6 customers times 20,000 per month?
Yeah.
So you're basically doing $120,000 per month.
That's true. Basically, some clients are paying less as well, but some clients are paying higher. But average, you can say around roughly with combination of all $15,000, $20,000 roughly. But it took about $30,000 to $40,000 per month. You can say. Sorry, 80 to 100K US dollar per month.
Got it. You as a company right now are doing about 80,000 to 100,000 per month.
Correct.
Well, congratulations on hitting $1 million run rate. That's a big milestone.
Yeah, that is but it's still the one challenge is still there right now because the payment cycle is very high. So the realization is not that great. Even the book value is higher. So book value is about $1 million, but the realization is less actually. The realization is less.
What do you mean by that?
So for example, if I want to create an invoice today to somebody, the insurance company pays 2-3 months later on. So my invoice is getting created, but the payment is not happening.
Okay, but they still have contractually signed for $20,000 a month for 12 months, right?
Yeah, it all become. We have signed a minimum guarantee that you're going to pay us for these policies minimum, 5,000 policies, 10,000 policies minimum. After that, any policies increasing, our revenues also keep increasing depending on the policies actually.
I see. Okay, so have you built this company bootstrapped or did you raise capital?
I invested my own money in the beginning around $100 US dollar.
I saved. Were you nervous?
Sorry?
Did that make you nervous?
No, in last company, I basically invested my own $500,000 as well. I lost everything.
So how'd you get so rich? Where'd you get all this money to invest in your companies? Did you exit a company early on in your life or what?
I didn't work anywhere. I started my first startup from my college. And I built that business in education sector. I was generating a good amount of money, about $1 million per year alone.
In profit?
In
profit?
Yeah, in profit. I had a 52% profit margin on that.
Wow.
So I saved money from there. I did certain investments. I bought certain house and all. For the remaining money that I had, I invested in my another company, around $500,000. So I built that. I hired a team, but that didn't work out. My second business didn't work out really well to me. So I was left with some money from my last company. I said, okay, let's give another chance to my life. So I left 100K USD. I started Artivatic out of that.
Wow. And so how old are you today?
In terms of?
How are you? Your age? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 29.
29. Okay, so college would have been about 6, 7 years ago.
College was around 8.5 years back. I graduated basically around 21 years old kind of.
Okay, so over the past 8 years, you had a successful company in college with cash flow that helped you build your own personal wealth. You invested a bunch of it in one of your last projects that didn't do well. With the money left over, you put it 100 grand into artivatic.ai.
That's how I started out. And then I raised fund as well. I raised about $1 million kind of fund after that.
For this company?
Yes, for Artivatic.
Okay, and why did you make the decision to sell part of your company?
Since to build this kind of a company, it takes a lot of time, efforts, and you need to have a lot of resilience before you start selling one penny to the businesses. This kind of business does not give a quick revenue to you. And I was not left with more money because I lost in my last business. And I need to have a money to survive, to build, and to reach over here.
And I imagine you're now investing that money in growth. How much money are you burning each month to fuel growth?
Currently, we are burning about 40 to 50K kind of US dollar.
And how many months of burn do you have in your bank?
We do have around next 4 to 6 months kind of.
So are you going to be raising?
We just raised, we just signed up one term sheet for biz round last week. So
are you raising more capital?
Yeah, we raised another bridge round.
How much?
Around $500,000.
So total, including that $500,000, in total you raised $1 million, or now you've raised $1.5 million total?
No. That $1 million was separate. This we just raising new one, $500,000.
Oh, I see. Got it. So once this current one closes, you'll have 1.5 million that you've raised total.
That's true.
I see. Okay. Is that round already closed, or if someone's listening right now and wants to invest, can they email you?
Currently, due diligence is going on. So we have signed up the documents and papers, but due diligence is going on.
Very good. What's your team size today? How many people?
We're around 36.
36. Okay. How many engineers?
28.
Wow. So mainly engineers. Any salespeople?
I'm the only one.
Do you have a quota?
Sorry?
Do you have a quota for yourself?
I have done the coding earlier, but now I still.
Okay, very good. All right. And what about churn? Do you know what your churn looks like?
Basically, wherever you work with any businesses right now, we haven't lost any business as of now.
And on the flip side of churn, what's it cost you to get a customer? What's your CAC for a $20,000 a month account?
So basically, if you talk about in terms of that, our all customers are inorganic and inbounds and referrals. I don't have any marketing teams. I don't have anybody team in Artivatic. So all these customers that we are getting is completely coming by the referrals or inbounds. And our only cost for that is acquisition cost is only for travel cost. That is also zero right now because of COVID.
Yeah. So what would you say to get a new $100,000 a year account? What would your CAC be fully weighted, including travel?
I think the travel should cost and some POC cost should be about $10,000.
Okay. So you're spending $10,000 to get a $100,000 a year account. Your payback is super quick. Okay, like very cool. Let's wrap up here with your famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Sorry?
What's your favorite business book?
Oh, I've read this Peter Thiel's 0 to 1.
0 to 1. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
I do follow Google CEO Sundar Pichai. He's very passionate and innovative guy.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
As of now, we talk about is either Team or Zoom, because that's the most businesses comes out of that.
How do you spell June?
Zoom.
Oh, Zoom.
Yeah, because you do the most businesses there right now. It's the most favorite tool at the moment.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I do sleep for around 8 hours.
That's good. Okay, so 8 hours of sleep. You're 29 years old today. What's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I just married last year.
Congratulations. Any kids? No kids?
Just one kid right now. Just very, very recent.
All right, last question, Layak. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
What I'm going to do?
What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
That moment of time, I think I would have a better understanding of how to start a business, how to do a startup. I didn't have that. I learned that for last 4 or 5 years by investing of myself, building something. I didn't have any understanding how to make a PPT, how to raise a fund, to be honest. And I think I took some time to learn for there. I wish I could learn that much better earlier.
Artivatic.ai is a tech-enabled Insurtech tool. A lot of APIs. Layak has launched it. They've raised $1 million, closing on another $500,000 right now. They're serving 6 enterprise customers, which pay $10,000 to $20,000 per month. So they are north of $1 million run rate right now. They've built a great team of 36 people, heavy on the engineering side with 28 engineers. Layak, we're rooting for you. Thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it, and the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.